I swear that could make sense. They have it in the rounds.
Matches are a best of 3 map series, so whichever team wins 2 maps first takes the game. But in major finals, like in Sentinels vs Gen G, it becomes a best of 5. They decide which maps to play using a pick ban system, where each team bans a map and
Chad,
then
one question. In ranked, if it's not like 12-12, you can then vote on whether it's a draw or not, right? Right now we're talking about esports, but I found this kind of funny. Valorant, you can just vote on a draw. That's crazy. Which is kind of nice, I guess.
But let's use an example.
You start the game,
these concepts
you think, oh, I only want to invest that much time. All of a sudden, you see yourself in OT, you have a pizza in the oven, you just vote on a draw. Kinda smart, low-key.
Best of 5. They decide which maps to play using a pick ban system, where each team bans a map and then they pick from there. But let's use an example to see how these concepts look in an actual match, like this match between Sentinels vs NRG. Before the match began, they did map picks and bans. Sentinels banned Breeze and NRG banned Bind. Then they picked the first 2 maps, Sunset and Ascent. Then they each banned 1 more map, leaving Split as the middle ground and the final map of the series. On Sunset, the score got to 12-12, and so we went into overtime. The rounds went back and forth until it reached 16-14 to Sentinels, so they took map 1. NRG then won their own map pick of Ascent 13-10, which meant the series was tied at 1-1 and went to Split. Sentinels then dominated that map 13-3, and won the series 2-1. So hopefully that example has shown you how the pro games work at a basic level. But now that's out of the way, let's talk about how Valorant's esports system actually works. The VCT, or Valorant Champions Tour, is Valorant's
major. VCT is the major, no? As far as I know.
Esports system. It's a year-long season of games played by teams across the world, and where pro players show their skills at the highest level. It's made up of 2 tiers. Tier 1, where all of the best players and teams play, and Tier 2, where players fight to reach that Tier 1 level. Most of this video will focus on Tier 1, which is what most people mean when they say VCT. In the VCT season, there are 3 major events, where the best teams from every region fight to crown the new best team in the world. The first 2 are both Masters events, international tournaments that show us who's currently on top of the Valorant scene. They usually have 8 or 12 teams attending, and are held in various cities across the globe. In 2023, we had Masters Tokyo, which was won by Fnatic. In 2024, we've had Masters Madrid, which Sentinels won in March, and Masters Shanghai, which will happen at the end of May. They're always super interesting tournaments, with top-level gameplay and loads of storylines. If you want to follow VCT more casually, it's a good idea to watch Masters when it's on. But the third and final major event of the year is Valorant Champions. Champions is basically the World Championship. Winner takes all, name in the history books type thing. It's always a huge event, with 16 teams, packed live crowds, and promotion through the roof, with a yearly anthem being released and a limited edition skin bundle in the game. Champions is the Valorant event to watch, as not just a fan of VCT, but a fan of the game in general. 2023's Champions event was held in LA.
Is that trophy game stronger?